Welcome to Civilian Tactical Varmint Edition. Today we're testing the claimed effectiveness of 9mm shot shell. And I bought $100 of 9mm shot shell. So let's empty my wallet together to find out, should you buy 9mm shot shell? How much damage will it inflict? And of course, will it cycle reliably? Well, we're gonna put 2 rounds on the top of this magazine right here to find out. This is the super compact Kimber CDS9. We're loading in that first round of shot shell. It cycled through 2 rounds of shot shell and loaded in that 3rd round of regular ammunition. The Kimber, it gets a pass. Next to the Canik MC9 Prime. You heard that click, we got no ejection. So we have to load that next round manually. Let's see if the second time is the charm. No luck with this gun. Again, we would have to rack it manually to get our regular round in that 3rd spot, which is not ideal. And finally, we're gonna test a California compliant magazine with our Beretta, loading those in, and let's see if this can cycle. No luck on the second round. We would have to manually dump that round to get to our FMJ. So I would say that it is not reliably going to cycle in all handguns. You might find one here or there where it works, but I wouldn't bet your life on it. Now that information is critical, but this is even more critical. Coming up, we have a ballistics gelatin test, which is gonna include our ballistics gelatin snake, the damage of these shot shells on a human torso through clothing, including what would happen if your eyes got hit using ballistic gelatin eyeballs. But I kind of wonder the damage these tiny pellets could impart if you were to hit point blank with this thing. So let's set this down on our table and let's blast it in 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, I'm getting showered with lemonade and gunpowder. So no surprise there, 9mm shot shell, totally deadly point blank. That doesn't surprise anybody. We gotta get on to some real tests. Like, what is the ideal distance for shooting this shot shell at varmint so that you can get the proper spread? Because in theory, this shot shell is gonna spread out immediately after it leaves the barrel, but the question is how much at what distances? First up, 10 feet out of the Kimber CDS9, since this is the only stuff that could cycle it. Next up, 20 feet. Yeah, I wonder what the spread's gonna be there. And then we're gonna go all the way to 30 feet. I think that's a little bit ambitious. At 10 feet, if you zoom in, I think we got enough speckles to hit a snake in some vital parts. At 20 feet, we're definitely getting hits, but you may need to blast 3 or 4 rounds if you wanted to hit a snake. And I'm really surprised by our 30-foot pattern. We're actually catching a lot of these pellets on here, and maybe if you unloaded a full mag at 30 feet on a snake, you would actually hit it somewhere in the vitals. So for ideal distance, I would say stick to 10 feet. Now for our 3-step ballistics test to find out how much damage this will do to a human through clothing, what it would do to your eyes, and what it would do to a snake, which is your most likely target. But first, we have 2 awesome sponsors. And first, that's gonna be 945 Industries with their awesome off-body carry bag, allowing you to carry your sidearm with ease. I've been using this for over a year, so use code BAG10 at 945 Industries for 10% off. And of course, if you need ammunition, we can't forget Ammo Squared. When you need to stack up on ammo, and you don't want to do it like an amateur, use Ammo Squared. They got you squared away. Now back to the experimentation. So first our shirt, then ballistics gelatin to simulate our clothed human. Reviewing the damage, we made plenty of great hits on impact. Looking at this, you can see one of these got 3 inches of penetration, the rest got about 1 to 2 inches of penetration through our shirt. I say you'll definitely survive, it would just be very uncomfortable as you had to pick these out one by one from your skin. But I'm not so sure that your eyes would be as lucky, so here we have 2 ballistic gelatin eyeballs. You guys, they're eyeballs. You're already in the comments. Okay, I guess I can't stop you, but these are 2 ballistics gelatin eyeballs. Firing into our ballistics gelatin eyes. 3, 2, 1. Due to the luck of the draw, we hit one of our eyeballs with 3 pellets, as you can see right here, and the other one went unscathed. So these could take out your eyeball for sure. Do not use this as a less lethal round. And finally, our ballistics gelatin snake. Because there's actually 2 types of this varmint control shot shell. As you can see, our blue one has small pellets, which is going to get you more spread, and our red one has larger pellets, which is going to get you more penetration, I think, but it's going to get you less spread. Sorry, Nagini, you've got to be sacrificed for science. First up, our regular blue shot straight into the ballistics gel. We actually caught some of the top right there. And we got significantly more penetration than when we shot through the shirt at 2.5 inches consistently. Next up, the red with the bigger shot size. 3, 2, 1. And we're easily getting 4.5 inches of penetration with those larger rounds from that red pellet. But for our snake, we want maximum spread so we can actually hit the dang thing. So we are gonna be using the less penetrating blue shot shells. We're gonna shoot this thing head on. 3, 2, 1, firing our snake shot. On the snake's head, we got 3 specific rounds that zip right through. You can see 1, 2, and 3. Then as we go down the body, I'm seeing a 4th and a 5th right here. A 6th that scalped the top of the spine over here, and I think that's all we got. So what are my final thoughts on snake shot? Well, I think if you live on a property and you want to be able to do some varmint and pest control, this could be a great option so you don't have to get too close to a dangerous rattlesnake. For penetration, it's plenty enough to kill a Ballistic's gelatin snake, and you're gonna get a good enough spread to hit it. I definitely wouldn't use these against a human target, and they could take out an eye if you're not careful. But maybe also a single round of 9mm to the head could do the trick just as well for you if you're not too bad of a shot. And as always, subscribe so this isn't the last time we see each other.